Well guys, we're here at the World's Greatest Hobby, checking out some of the things here. Let's take a look at what we've got. This video will have a lot of just splices of different things as I go through this large train show. So for you Steven Spielbergs out there, don't be critiquing my my video taking skills. It's going to be shaky. People are bumping into me and things, and as I try to get video of this stuff, but I try to give you an overview of this big train show and how it works out. And so let's go ahead and check out what I found here at the World's Greatest Hobby Show in Chicago. Here we have the Walder's booth, a few things they have out. Here we have Athens booth. Cool in-scale stuff.
Yeah, and even at the price we were down that road, discounted to consumer, we would and then like each week on Monday, I guess it was Monday.
There's that DD40AX they're working on.
Those are offers.
April 15th now. Or no, that was the order's due, I'm sorry. I think it's due in March of this year.
Okay.
Nice prototype.
Okay.
And then the Aces and SD70Ms they have out already.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So now you know, okay, I've never been to that one.
The SD70 Aces and the Heritage units are coming out from Athens this year. They started last year, they'll continue this year with the WP, Western Pacific, and the Katy. So these units I've already heard have the improved sound. Already have better sound from the speaker closure problem, so they look good, and Athens done a good job. New offerings from Athens. They're re-releasing the 60-foot Gunderson high cube boxcars, the TTX, which is I know is a good seller. So. And they're putting out the SD40 in several different schemes. So a lot of cool stuff coming out from Athens here. Tank cars, Jeep 35s, SD45s. So it's going to be a good year for Athens. They're Broadway Limited. And as you may know, they're doing another run of the AC6000 and the PR T1. It's a 4444 in HO scale. It's a pre-production model you see there. So Broadway Limited definitely got some cool stuff coming out for 2012. And I'll definitely be grabbing one of those flyers from them. This is Spring Creek Model Trains. They're in Deshler, Nebraska, just a couple hours east of me. Real good place to find some things that you're missing. You can give them a call, go to their website. They don't have all of their stock on their website yet, but they're slowly working it. Usually one of the larger vendors here at the train shows, but they're going to have, they'll have a lot of stuff available on, if you give them a call, and if you're looking for something that's kind of hard to find, these guys are a great place to go for hard to find items. We're going across something pretty unique here. A lot of this may not show up in the video, but these paintings here, the photographs, are 3D. So you have a 3D depth to these photographs. And then you have these ventriculars, I think they're called. And this is going to be hard to catch in the video, but I think I see it showing up. Or depending on where you're at, the locomotive moves. Very cool. Pretty pricey, but very, very interesting. This is the 4449. I've got one of these locomotives in. One angle is the SP 4449, and the other angle is the American Freedom Train. But my favorite, me being a UP fan, would have to be this one, which is a UP locomotive going by. Fortunately for me, I flew up here, so it would be hard to take any of this home, but very cool. Alright, guys. Space for a layout. This is the way to go.
That's the way to go, yeah. Pretty cool, huh?
So around and around and around.
Running along with a whole bunch of other stuff that are out there.
Quite a few massive modular layouts here at the show. This is the Will County Model Railroad Association. This thing spans quite a bit of space. Nice scenery details.
See the little lake?
And a lot of these.
We're gonna build that. Outside line is power, the inside line is okay. But the outside line, not that one, but the ice train is fed from the overhead. Yeah.
That about wraps it up here at the World's Greatest Hobby Show in Chicago. Spent 3.5 hours wandering around this place. Didn't buy much because I pretty much spent a whole bunch of money before I left and couldn't find much of anything I needed, but I had a good time here, checked a lot of things out. Spring Creek model trains always had a lot of stuff to choose from when I'm looking to buy some rolling stock or locomotives. And all the manufacturers, Walthers, Bachman, MTH, Athearn had some really nice layouts, Atlas, and Broadway Limited, they had some nice setups to check out. So had a good time here, and now tomorrow I'm going to go to the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry and check that out. So I'll have a video of that also. But thanks for watching. See you next time. Coming out of the train show, and I'd like to say thank you for whoever parked this here at the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago. This is a Burlington Zephyr. And pretty cool looking. A locomotive and several cars attached. So, I'm not really up on the information about this, but very cool looking, that's for sure. We'll be checking that out here. And there's a tour of the thing that will take up too much time to get through this video, but it's like a 15-minute tour, but I'll be taking that. If everybody has questions, they can shoot me emails and stuff. But I am here at the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry, and we're about to go through and check out what they have. Alright guys, another steam engine, the Empire State Express, number 999. Quick sky layout. Just a sky view of what this layout looks like. guys, we are at the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry at the model train layout. Here in a second you're going to see the L train. It's called the L train because it's elevated. There it is right there. Go by, that's pretty much the public transit for Chicago. And then as we look out, we have this huge layout that I'm about to go around very quickly in the essence of time. But this layout is absolutely huge. And these city scenes are built to scale from what I understand. These buildings are taller than I am, some of them, even if they weren't elevated. I'm 6'2", so. Anyway, we're going around this huge layout fairly quickly. You can see some of the detail there. See these streets and things. Buildings lit up and whatnot. Going around here, we start exiting the city and heading out to suburbs. And the L train stops in the suburbs over there, and then you have some freight trains heading out as we round the suburbs. You can see signal bridges here. Operating signal bridges. A coal train here, BNSF, complete with DPU on the back end. The intermodal yard. And then as you leave the city, you start getting a country feel. You're hitting the Midwestern rural areas, little towns. And you start working your way into the hills of the western part of the United States. We have a coal elevator here. Coal train will stop, move its cars up and back to get coal. Moving along, got an intermodal BNSF train going by. Have a cutout showing workers clearing a tunnel for more train traffic in the future. There's a John Deere train / other freight, well, cars, things like that. There's a little river scene. More tunnels, and around the corner again. We're now in the western part of the United States, where we have a mountain and a river, waterfall, I mean, going down. We have a model guy working on the crossing gates. And there's an Amtrak Superliner. More BNSF action. Then as we come around here, we have Seattle. And so we've arrived in the western part of the United States. No problems. Got some riverfront modeling going on here. Another city, obviously, going on around. Got a intermodal ship getting rid of some of its freight. Intermodal crane that does operate, just not operating right now. And we're rounding back as we transition back from the west back to the Midwest. Road crossing again. And back across here. The others are the mountains. A little western town. Looks like it's on the verge of going bankrupt, become a ghost town or something. Nice big bridge here. Traffic, rail traffic that goes over there. And then it goes over here. As we follow this intermodal BNSF around. Back to the Midwest. Here's the other view of the farm from what we saw earlier. And to wrap around here, come back to Midwest, or the Midwest here. We're almost back in the city. As we see some small local Illinois grain elevators here. South Shoreline. Wrapping back around to the city. All of that as fast as I could possibly go, and it still took about 6 minutes to get back to the point where we were, which is just in time for the L train to go back by again. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's been a great trip here to the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry, to Chicago in general, to the world's greatest hobby show, and I appreciate you guys going along with me. Thanks for watching. Nice meeting over a dozen of you at the show. It's about 15 of you guys I met that watched my videos. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support. So anyway, once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.